We're going for a walk. You're coming with me. We're walking through the Wildwood subdivision in Lynchburg, and I love this subdivision. It's one of those things they say sought after, and it is very sought after. And we're going to come back to my starting point, my car back there, and I'm going to walk you into a home that is having a little like complete redo done to it. A friend of mine is working on that, so I'm going to show you that. I'm going to show you some before pictures, and then I'm going to show you what's going on right now. But why do people love this area? You've heard me say it before: location, location, location. It is a great location. We'll talk about that in a little bit. And the other thing about this is it's just a nice, quiet, friendly, welcoming community. Now, the lot sizes here generally are going to be about a half acre to an acre. You'll find some that creep over an acre, and I think of the 40 properties that sold here from January 1st, 2020 all the way up to today, I think the largest lot size that sold was about 5. There was one that snuck in there at 3 something or 4 something, but most of them are an acre or under. So since January 1st of 2020, we did have 40 properties sell here. The average days on the market for those properties were 22 days. That's a quick moving market. The average sales price and list price was real close at $280,000. Since December 1st of 2022 till today, we've had 7 properties sell here. The average list price was about $342 and the average sales price was about $334. Of those 7 properties that sold, and there's one that's pending, and I'm going to talk to you about that one that's pending. Of those 7 properties that sold, 4 of them were split levels. Split levels. Now this is almost like split level heaven in here. There are numerous houses that are not split levels, but there are a lot that are split levels. I'm going to stop where I'm walking right now and just swing this camera around and show you what I'm talking about. Split level, split level, split level. Split levels kind of kicked off in the 50s and 60s and became really popular in the 70s because of your favorite split level house. You know what I'm talking about? I bet you do.
That's the way they all became the Brady Bunch. The Brady Bunch. The Brady Bunch. That's the way they became the Brady Bunch.
One of the reasons this development is so sought after is because location, yes, and it has a nice little thing called a pool, community pool. I don't want to get you too excited about that though, so let me explain to you a little bit about the pool itself. In order to be a member of the pool, you have to own a share of stock. Sometimes when you purchase a home in the community, it will come with a share of stock. You have to have that share of stock in order to purchase a membership to the pool. So you have to own a share of stock to purchase a membership to the pool, and then they limit those memberships, which is in a way a good thing, so the pool's not crazy overcrowded, but they are at their limit, and they normally are. They have a waiting list going on. Right now there's about 100 people on that waiting list. Now if you own a share of stock and you don't want to join the pool, you don't have to. And if you want to sell your share of stock, you can sell it for whatever you can get on the free market. Hey, this is America. The current family membership this year is $500 to join the pool. They allow 300 family memberships and 20 single memberships to the pool. You also have these 3 lakes that are in the community, and you can fish in there, you can canoe or kayak, probably kayak. People probably don't canoe that much today on these little lakes. Kayaking is probably a better form of exercise and getting around and having fun on the lake. Hey, I never did tell you who I was. Do you have any idea who's talking to you? It is me, JD. I work with that little international real estate company called eXp Realty, and I would love to talk to you about Wildwood or any place in or around the Lynchburg, Virginia area. So there's my number, there's my name. I don't know if that's the same guy. No, it's not. I don't know who he is. There's my name and email and phone number. Give me a call, shoot me a text. And hey, if you like anything about this video, we always love the thumbs up. I even take the thumbs down if you want to do that, but I don't know why you would. And if you want to drop a comment about your favorite place to live in Lynchburg or pools in communities or anything like that, feel free to do that as well. I'm going to be honest with you here. My walk is over, okay? I'm tired. The sun's coming out now. It's getting a little hot. I did a little 4-mile run this morning. My wife's getting after me. She's trying to get me to exercise more. and that's not really fully accurate and fair. She encourages me. She and David Goggins are my encouragement.
They don't know me, son.
Get it. 18.
They don't know me, son.
Get it.
They don't know
19.
me, son.
My wife went way further than I went this morning, but we both went out for a run, and I'm done. I'm ready to sit down and keep telling you about the Wildwood subdivision and why it's great. And maybe it might be great for you. So let's see. Pool, I love split levels, or I love the 70s or 80s houses. And we're gonna take a look at this house here, this Reno Flip complete remodel, and what you can do with the place. There are some things about splits that I do not love. And sometimes I don't like the whole like compartmentalization aspect of it, at least on the main floor, you know, so I'm gonna take you a walk through and just show you what's going on here. But before we do that, let's talk about that most recent property that sold. That was on Bedford Springs. It was a 4-bed, 2-bath, and it was built in 1974, just about 2,400 square feet. And it sold for $373,000. You can take a look at some of these pictures. You can see it looks really nice. It actually looks very nice, very clean. It's got some cool things about it, like that garage outside, the kind of separate garage, and that's pretty cool. And it looks nice inside, although it looks a little bit dated. So, you know, either you live with that, you don't mind it being a little bit dated because it's really nice and clean, or you get in there and you start to upgrade things. And right off of 460, so that's what I mean as far as a great location. You jump on 460 and you go down the road, and you're 10 minutes to Liberty, you're 20 minutes to the University of Lynchburg, you're about 20 minutes to the community market, my downtown spotter to get you right downtown. You're about 20 to 25 minutes from Lynchburg General Hospital. Or if you don't want to jump on 460 the whole way, you get on 460 and you get off on Timberlake Road. If you saw the video I did on the 3 best townhouse communities, they're all kind of close to the same thing. This is also close to a lot of those things on Timberlake Road, to the new Chick-fil-A, to the Bagel and I, great bagel place. If you like to work on cars, it's possible that you're in the perfect spot here in the Wildwood subdivision. Why? Because you are about 7 or 8 minutes from the trifecta of car parts. Advanced Auto, AutoZone, and O'Reilly's are all within like 100 yards of each other. I think it's possibly the closest that they are located in the Commonwealth of Virginia, nay, the United States of America. Where are they located any closer? I mean, boom, boom, right across the street, boom. The 3 of them, all within 100 yards of each other. So price match, shop, do what you need to do if you're working on your car. Did I say you're close to the new Chick-fil-A? You are close to that as well. You're close to Joe Bean's. You're close to a lot of stuff on Timberlake. And yet, you're out here in a nice subdivision sitting on ½ acre to 1 acre about, and possibly in a really great house for you and your family. Time for me to get out of my chair. Let's take a walk in through this Reno Flip and give you an idea of what's going on here. I don't have a price on it yet. I'm not gonna actually list it. David's gonna list it. So I don't know when he's gonna list it, but new HVAC, new roof, new windows, man. And okay, before we go in, did I show you the before? Here, take a look at some of these before shots. Now, keep in mind, this was one of those situations where someone didn't plan on moving out and have time to sell, so there's a lot of stuff going on here. There's a lot of items in the house. You might call it clutter, but just get a sense of the walls, where the walls are at, the kitchen, the living room, that kind of thing. That's what I want you to see. Now, let's take a look inside, and I want to show you what it looks like now. We're not done. We're not done, but it's just kind of in process, and I want you to take a look at it. All right, so here we can get a good sense of still a little mess, but not the same kind of mess that it was. And what Joe opened up walls, you can see on the ceiling, that's where all the walls were. And now we got our drywall professional. He's gonna be cutting all that in and fixing up those ceilings so they match. And then the painter will come in and paint everything so it looks great. So look at these nice new kitchen cabinets. Gonna have a granite countertop, wide open living space, big island right here with some stool seating. Like I said, new windows all throughout. Let's take a little peek downstairs and I'll show you that bottom part of the split level. Coming down the stairs is going to be the same luxury vinyl plank throughout the whole thing. We had new drywall put up all throughout. You think there's a bathroom right around the corner there. You think that's it? No, that's not it. Coming down here. Oh man, it's going to look so good. Let's poke our, look at that. This room was that library room with all the books in. There'll be another bedroom space or office space, whatever you want to call it. I am back in the car and finishing up here at Wildwood. Once again, I'm going to throw up my number there. I'll turn down the AC a little bit. Once again, I'm going to throw up my number and my name and my email. So if you want to get a hold of me, there's how you can do it. This was a little helter-skelter today. I just thought last minute, hey, I'm going by. Let me hit Wildwood, tell people about that. Kind of highlight this reno that my buddy's working on, and I don't know when that's going to be done. Hold on. Stand by. We got like a ant of some kind. I think I got it. Okay, so that's it. That's Wildwood for you. If you want to give me a call, shoot me a text, send me an email. I would love to talk to you. Okay, I just remembered that we were going to talk about that one property that's pending on Juniper. So, it is a little bit of a warning, or just information, if you ever decide to buy and flip a house. When you're buying and flipping, you are taking the risk. So a lot of times people look at a purchase price and say, hey, they purchased that for $150,000 and now they're asking $225. That seems like a lot, or they're asking $250 or whatever it is. But you have to keep in mind, those people that are purchasing and renovating, they're putting time and money and effort into that, and they're taking the risk. So that house on Juniper, that was listed initially, I think about $420. And I had clients that went to go look at it, and they loved the inside, did not like the outside at all. So we negotiated back and forth, couldn't come to an agreement, and eventually, hopefully because I was helpful also, and said, remember that outside. Don't forget what that outside looks like. Because if you get this place, you're going to drive up and see that outside every day. Well, they decided not the house for us. We just closed on a great house for them, a great house. But we were coming down, we couldn't come to terms. That house is now pending at 379, whatever it is. I'll put it up on the screen. And we don't know what it actually sold for. It could be less than that. So as the sellers, if they would have taken that initial offer, if they would have come down a little bit in our negotiation and taken it, would have been off the market. Now, I think it's good, at least for my people, that they didn't take it, because I don't think they would have been happy with that house. And I told them, as I tell you, if we work together, I will write up anything you want me to write up, but I want you to be happy with the house. And if I see things or think things that I know that you're telling me you want a certain thing, and I don't see it, or I see a problem, I am going to tell you that. Up to you though. You pull the trigger, you make the decision, and I'll write up whatever you tell me to write up. But man, I forgot to tell you about that house, so now we got it in. Now back to the ending. This is a really great community. It is sought after. It's in Campbell County, so you're not going to be doing short-term rentals here. But if you want to live here, or if you want to buy a house, and it could be a great spot for Liberty University students. Now, University of Lynchburg, Randolph, that might be a little far. But LU students, man, 10 minutes, you're there. Lots of great stuff about this community. If you're interested in this community or anything else in the Lynchburg, Virginia area or surrounding areas, reach out. I'd love to connect with you. I have to get on the road right now. I got to shut it down. Thought I'd have time to go home, but I'm off to a final walkthrough for a closing we have tomorrow with some really great clients. So I will see you next time at the next place we're visiting in the Hill City.